Alright, you guys, it's time. It is time for the Draft Labs Rift Scrim of the day. Line my pockets, taking on Team EDM. Look out for level 1 fights and level 2 invades from Shaco Lakes. Okay, okay. So keep your eyes on Shaco, people. Black screen. Hey, what's up, Crazy Crow? Welcome back, Crazy Crow.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Here we go, visual, yay! Saw you missed the cool project spawn in. Oh, did I? Oh, did I now? Oh, did I now? Here we go. Once again, the Draft Labs Rift. Oh no, I am missing them. Oh no, there they are. Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is quite cool. Is that what happens every time a team has a project skin? Because blue team didn't get that. That is fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. As Siren said, expect level 1 invades, inspect level 1 team fights. You know, this is something I've always been less knowledgeable on, is what determines whether a team is going to fight level 1 and how their movements are going to be made. You can see both teams are going to meet mid lane. Miso Dan, the first to get an auto attack off onto frequently Paul. The fight goes down. Great damage from Baiko. Early, he got a nice Q off and got a bunch of damage spread on the blue side. They were all lined up. And it looks like neither team's really going to win out this early game skirmish. They just all see each other. Now they're going back. Interesting. Interesting.
30 seconds.
Couple of backs, but teams are going to be moving into their respective lanes. So nobody got enough information there to know if there was going to be lane swaps or where enemies, you know, junglers are going to be starting. But you know what? That skirmish was, in my opinion, good for Pockets because they know that everybody's gone back. They know now the teams are scattered. So the chances of an invade going in, chances of another invade are much more slim here, which means that Shaco is going to be that much more safe for his first clear. Bromcomp always has a better level 1 because of that dank stun. Yes, 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 yes. This is true. This is true. So that was not a bad fight to take for Team EDM. It's pronounced Boyko. Is it really? Boyko. So he like put an accent on it. Boyko. And like he must be from New York. Must be from Brooklyn. Boyko. Early start from Shaco. He's going to solo down this Grompy Gromp. Should be a fairly easy kill for him here. And it looks like he's not actually going to be starting at the red buff as I assumed he would. Both bot lanes get to their lane in fairly decent time. I think Bojangles and Paul were here first, so they want to secure this level 2 advantage, but they don't have much wave clear available to them. So as you can see, each CS has been contested. They are going to get the first couple of minions down fast, but Captain Dada doing what he can to get these minions down as soon as possible. Ooh, that skin is amazing. Oh yes, this skin is amazing. Wukong went for the double jungle, you guys. Not even showing up in his top lane. Is that a losing matchup? Another question for you guys. Is that a losing matchup, ladies and gentlemen? And is that why Wukong ended up going in for that double jungle? I'm going to be controlling the map with my finger, with my mouse here, instead of letting it go direct to camera. Direct to camera fails me sometimes, you guys. Early invade from Pockets. He went into the enemy jungle and secured a red buff. And the level 2 advantage is actually going to nil, you guys. Every single minion has been accounted for both sides. Miso Dam looking for some aggression, not going to find it. So no team going to get an early advantage. That means that we're going to see a trade coming out soon. In case you don't know, level 2 advantage for your bot lane means that your team gets 2 spells up on the enemy team first. That is if you hit the level 2 first, and then you can make some instant aggression, securing yourself either a little advantage in the team. There's a stun, but Miso Dam comes in for his own. Great synergy there between the Lucian and Braum. Bojangle stunned and dropped right away. No kill going, but that's an easily victorious trade for Team EDM. Bojangles left incredibly low. Great jump from Miso Dam just to get that first auto attack off, you guys. Beautiful play. So just like that, the advantage goes to Team EDM. Like I mentioned, level 2 advantage, you get 2 spells up on the enemy team, either go in for some instant aggression and get yourself a victorious trade, thus getting you advantage, or you simply get an advantageous position in the lane and be able to shove in the enemy team. Very well played by EDM there. Really nice play. I did not expect that one. Echo in the jungle now with 8 clear, whereas Shaco has 7. Level 3s on both sides, so 8 to 8 in the clears. Pockets, doesn't look like he's going to be going for that early gank here. He definitely could. With Captain Dada and Miso Dam getting that early aggression, this early advantage in the lane, it makes them that much more susceptible to gank. But this is the importance of the level 2 advantage and the advantage in the bot lane. So imagine your team is EDM and you're pushing in the enemy squad. What happens is you're relieving pressure from your own jungle to need to come down and gank for you, meaning that he can go find other avenues. He can go gank other lanes that might be losing. And also, you put more pressure on the enemy jungler to have to come and gank you, meaning that your jungle may be able to come in and counter gank at the precise time. So it's not necessarily about winning the lane, because it's only level 3, you guys. They're not going to be able to get a kill. They're not going to be able to tower dive. They're not going to be able to take down the turret, but they have knowledge. They know that the pressure is on in the bottom side. It looks like we might see something going down top side from Creative One. He has walked into a ward. Stun drops from Aaron Dez. Him and ISO Tender are both very quickly getting each other down. Creative One comes in just in time, but like I said, he walked through a ward. I'm not sure how much he's going to find here. Another Q might pick up something, but ISO Tender gets out just in time. Just in time. Pockets here as well. He wanted to be top side. He figured that his Braum and his Ezreal are going to be able to manage themselves bottom lane. Interesting, interesting. Aether031V2 has asked, how many teams are there? Well, it's tough to say at this point. We only just begun our first season of the Rift Tournament Series. But I will let you know that every Rift Tournament Series, which is Sunday starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we host 4 teams, okay? 2 best-of-2 sets with 4 teams. So 4 games. Shaco, another invade. He's waiting for Creative One. Will find him. Gets decent damage off right away, but this is more about a pressure than it is about getting a kill. If he had found one, I'm sure he would have went for it, but a little bit too dangerous at this point in time. Aaron Dez left very low once again by I'm So Tender. Going to be forced to go back, and that might be a teleport used, ladies and gentlemen, but he's already shoved in the wave a good ways. Nothing crazy going on bottom side. Most of the, actually all of the sustain used by Line My Pocket's bottom laners. No ganks imminent, it seems. Pocket not really going anywhere here. Miso Dam wants to find some aggression. Gets a couple of stun procs off, but Captain Dada going to be unable to find it. The health advantage going to Bojangles and Paul, but they got to go back soon. Ooh, that was beautiful. Double stun. Captain Dada and Miso Dam taking lots of damage. Now they may end up being forced back here. This is going to force potentially Echo to come in on the bottom side and clear, or else his team is going to lose some tower health. Thus kind of potentially turning the advantage in the enemy team's favor. Now, with the red team forced away, a perfect time for Paul to back off and go secure some relics for himself and get a little bit of extra experience, if you know what I'm saying. Back to sandbox mode. Yeah, sandbox mode is, yeah. Now keep your eyes on Shaco. Pockets. I think mid lane, nothing crazy happening mid lane either. If you guys really want to know where the camera's going next, you can always just look at the minimap. You can see where my finger's going. So there's a teleport used by I'm So Tender, where Aaron Dez actually decided to just walk back into the lane. Like I mentioned, he had already shoved in the minions when he went back last time. So that's a teleport advantage for red team, 7 minutes and 30 seconds in. If we see a big play drop in Team EDM's favor in the bottom side, then we may end up seeing an early dragon take, and they will have the advantage there. But they may end up requiring that teleport to be used. Pocket's now being pressured here as he's taking out a couple of wards. But he has been seen. Keep in mind, both junglers now seen. They know they're in the bottom side jungler, so I don't imagine that a huge play is going to be made, but there is potential for as large of a play as needed for this dragon to be taken in the bottom side. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen soon. You always got to keep in mind, that what information each team has. Now, Braum was just seen here. They know that Shaco's in this bottom side jungle. They know that Echo's here as well. That's why Baiko is kind of hanging around, assists in that blue buff take. Now, of course, Baiko is the one who secures it. Not surprising to see a mid laner get a blue buff. Dragon window, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Nothing crazy happening. A lot of pinks bottom side. They know the ward is here. Shaco, once again, they've lost sight of both the junglers. So Creative One, they don't know where he is. They don't know where the Shaco is either. It's tough to say where he's going to be going next. Neither jungler really in position to be able to make plays on the bottom side. So this shove is very good, man. This shove is actually really, really good for red team because you're keeping frequently Paul from making those roams that Braum is so good at. You're keeping frequently Paul in the bottom lane. He's not going to be able to make plays elsewhere, not going to be able to find all of his relics, which is very important, you guys. Let's see if we can find any of his relics sitting around. I don't even know if we see him in the spectator client. First blood falls to Pockets on the top side. I didn't even see it, you guys. You should have told me. I'm so tender. Wants to make an engage on Aaron. This is perfect time for a gank, you guys. You can see Pockets approaching. He's got his boofs. This is going to be the first successful gank for Pockets, you guys. Jumps in, gets the... that was really easy. I'm so tender. Easy flash engage. Pops the ultimate, gets the knockup. Pockets follows up with a nice E. That's the first blood going in favor of Line My Pockets, you guys. But keep in mind that is a jungler shown in the top side, but it's also a jungler forced to go up there. Creative One, he's low. There is potential for a dive for you guys. Pockets might stick around. He has been seen by the ward. They know he's going back. Your Creative One knows his position. The back from Tender means that there will not be a gank here. We also see that Creative One has his ultimate available, so now he's backing off. Clears out the wave, backs off, gives Aaron Dez a little bit of time. Pockets gets the jump, also gets the extra damage from the backwards hit, but Creative One has the mobility to get out. But Pockets now still counter jungling. Aaron Dez approaching just in time, sets up a beautiful little defensive thing here. That's going to keep him safe. Now he's most likely going to Q out. Q's in a weird direction, jukes out. Aaron Dez gets caught by the juke, you guys, and Pockets is safe. Beautiful. Let's keep track of Devour stacks every 3 minutes or so. All right, so who has the Devour? That's the question. Pockets? 51. No, maybe. I don't know. Aaron Dez now caught once again. Pockets really occupying this top side. This is kind of like a faux proxy, you guys. Pockets playing the Shaco very well. He's trying to make his impact where he can because there haven't been an incredibly large amount of successful gank potential. It's not like he can really gank for the bar. There isn't very much damage available down there. And with the Braum shield, Ezreal is going to be practically useless. So not surprised that he's occupying his time in the top side. And you can see the kind of advantage that he's given the top lane as well. Aaron Dez just trying to make his way back underneath the tower. Now I'm so tender. Going to be aggressed by Creative One with Aaron Dez sticking to the top side. This could be a weird situation, you guys. Tough to say exactly what I believe caused this, but they're now being seen, and we have Baiko moving forward as well. Pockets might end up getting caught here, you guys. He does. That is the case. He's going to get dropped. Pockets backing in a not very good position. He ends up getting caught and killed. 1 kill going in favor of Team EDM. You got to look at items more. Devour is an upgrade for the jungler item. All right, dude. You don't got to tell me this. All right. Rangel's Trailblazer, Devourer. Shaco has it. Pockets. He has 51 stacks on Devouring Spirit. All right. 51 stacks. Uh-oh. Ingression bottom side. Prickly Paw left very low. This wasn't even a gank, you guys, but we do have Rock Dwell moving down. Double kill now for the Lucian. He gets dropped real fast, but there's also 2 teleports in. Miso Dam. This is a 2v2, but both members who roam down here are very healthy. Aaron Dez is in trouble, you guys. That's each kill traded out. 2 kills for 2. Captain Dada and Miso Dam going down to Bojangles and Prickly Paw, but it was a double kill for Dada, and only single kills picked up for the other members of Blue Side. So I'd say that the advantage is going in favor of Captain Dada here. But this is going to be a dragon picked up for Line My Pockets. They were just simply in the better place at the better time. No teleport for Aaron Dez. They can't they can't have even numbers down here. This would be a 3 versus 2 at the most for Team EDM. That's why they pushed the mid lane tower, and they got the mid lane tower as low as they possibly could, knowing that the dragon was being taken there. Is there a Devourer on the enemy side? No, Trailblazer here. Trailblazer and Devourer. Actually, not even an upgrade yet for the Echo, you guys. Shaco goes in for the early Devourer. Wants to get himself that late game. Max is, wow, Max is what? Max is 30? Oh, there we go. It's 8. It said 54 before, you guys. It was weird. It must have been bugging. It says 8. 8 Devouring Spear. It's a glitch. Okay, yeah, it's a glitch. All right. Sorry, you guys. Jeez. Woo! Sorry. Uh-oh, Captain Dada. Tough situation. No stun, though. All right, so the first dragon was taken. We are now into our first downtime, ladies and gentlemen. Downtime being when a team takes a dragon and the dragon is, or we're in between dragons. Ooh, ultimate from Rock Dwell. That's the last of his mana, you guys, so expect that Boyko is going to be able to get out alive. That is the case. Uh-oh, Pockets. Careful. That's my That's my, what are those things called for Braum, you guys? What are those things called? The, what are they called? The meeps? That's my meep sound. Oh, sorry. So in the downtime between dragons, it's up to roams and it's up to teleports to make plays. Here we go. We're going to see Echo attempting a gank in the bottom side. Lucian's not quite ready. No stun used. Creative One wants to find something. Doesn't even try his W out. Just pressures in and walks away. Break the wrist, walk away. Break the wrist, walk away. 10 out of 10 commentary right there. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. 10 out of 10. That's how we do. So, hey, chill out, Siren. I'm still learning, man. You know, don't assume that I started by shotcasting Summoner's Rift, man. I started by shotcasting ADAMs. So the whole Summoner's Rift shotcasting thing is still new to me. This is the problem with casting so many ADAM matches. Suddenly there is a jungle and lanes and smites and Lakes just gets lost. It's true, man. I do get lost, and then I start making weird noises. That's what happens. That's how it works. Ultimate used by Miso. Damn, frequently Paul stun. Does get the ultimate off. It was a good one, but I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to capitalize. Still, one kill picked up by Captain Dada. Could be the next. Double kill once again. 4-1 for the Lucian. Now Aaron Dez. He's being aggressed top side. Pocket secures that kill. 2-1 for Pockets. I'm not sure if that's really a Shaco being rolling so far, but you know what? He's still in a good spot. One tower for each team, but one dragon in favor of Line My Pockets, and they hold themselves about a 500 gold lead. Some guy you don't know says I'm 7 out of 7 combos right now. Very nice, very nice. So a tower goes down in favor of EDM. That actually takes them up 2-1 and evens out the gold, you guys. It actually slides the gold in their favor by about 100, but super, super even. Actually, now it's not even 100. Super even gold at the moment. Dragon respawning, I'd say in about 2.5 minutes here. Should be seeing that timer in about 30 seconds. Let's take a look at what is available here. Roam from Paul, just trying to force Baiko out. It's also, keep in mind, that's also difficult solo casting Summoner's Rift matches, you guys. Not that I don't like it. I love solo casting, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Much easier for ADAM. Much easier. All right, let's take a look at what all is down, what's all available, and where minions are pushing. All right, so we have Gnar split pushing top side with no teleport. I'm so tender. They both use theirs at the same time. They're going to be coming up at the same time. So teleport advantage nil right now. You have bot lane outer tower taken down, and that's bot lane top lane outer tower taken down for Team EDM, and then you also have mid and bottom lane outer towers taken down from Line My Pocket. So where are the avenues here? Now, what this does is this gains an advantage over Dragon, in my opinion. This whole area here is under the control, under the guise of Team EDM at the moment. So this next Dragon really should be theirs, and it's a great avenue for them to win this next match. Pockets gets caught out, has to cue himself away. Well played. A nice victorious skirmish here for Team EDM. It's not quite within the realm of guaranteeing them a dragon, but at least it allows them to move forward and place some wards here. This is the important thing. This is why they have control, because they can push in these waves, they can gain control of this lane right here, and they can place their waves and they can get control of the dragon doing that. So as of right now, the advantage for the next dragon is in favor of Team EDM. But as you can see, with the roam from Wukong, he kind of pressures them away. I'm surprised here. With Gnar not following Wukong down, Line My Pockets, they have a numbers advantage, and they're actually bodying their way inside of this river to try and secure, try and negate this whole vision advantage that Team EDM had. Right here. I know the thing moves too fast for you guys to do it, but yeah. So there's the Scuttler Crab. That means advantage now to Line My Pockets. They cleared out all the wards. They got control of the pit, and now with 19 seconds left in the dragon, the timers are just about perfect. EDM misplaying. Oh my god, I was about to say, he's about to jump on that Poro. Oh my god. Another thing about transitioning from ADAM shotcasting to Rift shotcasting is you don't know about all these recall animations. Dragon spawning in 3, 2, 1, and just like that, it looks like it's going to go to Line My Pockets, but they will trade out for a top lane tower. Interesting, you guys. Interesting plays from EDM. They wanted to gain control, but potentially went a little bit too deep, too early. But it was also great defensive play from Line My Pockets as well. They had gold. They had pink wards available. They had pink wards ready to clear out those waves, those wards. They knew where they were going to be placed. They cleared them out, got control, and just like that, bada bing, bada boom. They pulled a couple of ultimates in the process as well. So with the top lane tower going down and the back from Arendez, a group in mid lane, standard post-dragon play here from Line My Pockets. They move straight mid. Gonna look for an engage. I'm So Tender actually pops everything he's got. Only gets one knockup. No! Captain Dada would have been killed there if not for the bomb ultimate. Brock DeWell popped his own. He secured the kill, but he ends up going down in his place. She's 1 for 1 so far with Arendez teleporting mid. So this is a very even fight, you guys. Stuns coming in. Pockets left low, taken out. Now I'm So Tender. He might end up going down. Flash is used. Arendez has the ultimate available, has the Mega Gnar transformation available, but everybody left so low. Very even team fight, you guys. Oh, might pop the ultimate here. He does do so. Bojangles gets away though, but freaking Paul flashes as well. 2 flash force from 1 ultimate. Creative One comes back potentially just in time. Arendez making a good play, forcing 2 flashes though. It's an advantage. They got to keep in mind those timers. Shaco's level 10 to Echo's level 9. That means no matter what, Shaco will have a more damaging smite. Interesting. As a Dark Sword player, I have the obligation to pass this message on to you. Get good. Alright. Siren says, it's risky enough to try a 50-50 smite battle when the other jungler has a bigger smite and you have no positional advantage. It's not a good idea to contest. Interesting. But the thing is, what lost them? What exactly, Siren, what exactly lost them the control over that dragon pit in the first place? They had won a skirmish. They out-traded the enemy team in a little fight. And then it seemed as though the one thing that changed was that Tender went mid lane for a gank and then was successful, forcing out the Ahri ultimate. And then basically after that, EDM pretty much conceded the dragon and decided, okay, we're going to trade a tower for it. It was interesting, man. It was interesting. I was surprised that EDM gave it up that quickly because they had such a great kind of zone of control there. I guess they didn't want to, like you said, they didn't want to contest all those wars. They didn't want to start fights over wars before the dragon was even there. It's better to contest the dragon and take the tower in the meantime, I guess. They did not have the top laner come down, and then that placed them in the 4v5. Okay, so I mentioned the numbers advantage. I didn't think it would have that much of an impact, but that was the case. So that one decision and that one, I don't want to say it was a misplay by Arendez, but the one fact that the Gnar was still top side is what determined the decision for EDM to keep him top side and to have him not roam and to simply take the tower instead. Especially after Wukong had showed himself. That's an awesome skin, man. That's a really awesome Lucian skin. Definitely one of the better project skins. I like the Leona skin the best, and I like the Fiora and the Zed skins. The Master Yi one's really cool, but I can't really put it into the same category because it's an 1850. It's in its own category. It's obviously going to be cooler than the others. More expensive. If Gnar had moved down faster, they had a team fight to deal with. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second down time. 2 dragons taken down so far. 2-0. But 3 towers in favor of EDM. So they have been capitalizing in different ways. Both the mid lane tower and the top tower were taken down during dragon selection. So EDM, these guys got the synergy, man. This is where they always end up coming out. They always somehow, EDM, always somehow trade out with the enemy team in objectives or team fights. Somehow everything always gets evened out for them. It's amazing, man. Bojangles caught and drilled. Boyko, rather. Caught and drilled. Caught and downed, excuse me. Oh, that's an unfortunate Q miss by being so damn. And then a Q miss by freaking Paul. A wet noodle fight of supports, ladies and gentlemen. Second dragon is less important than a tower. Barely, so they get a better deal. Yeah, but I'd say in this specific circumstance, securing your first tower is very important. From now on, since it's 2-0 in dragons, this game has basically been determined that the rest of the dragons are now going to be, if red team take it, it's simply going to be an attempt from them to stop blue team from getting their third dragon. It's not them proactively trying to be stronger, it's them stopping blue sides, them stopping team, oh, that was a nice kill. Captain Dada comes in at just the right time. Shaco, you were caught, my friend. You were caught. No back for you. No back for you. Anyway, a good catch. Shaco split push did not end up being successful. Now we're seeing a stunner to Miso Dam with Bojangles approaching. Nice jump from Miso Dam. Unable to, no kills there. Anyway, oh my god, I forgot what I was saying, you guys. Oh yeah, anyway, so now that it's 2-0 in Dragons, it's basically going to be EDM trying to stop Line My Pockets from getting rolling with their 5th Dragon, rather than EDM trying to get the 5th Dragon themselves. But I guess that's kind of how it goes with any game. So that was the importance of that first Dragon. It would have delayed that idea, that factor of, okay, now we're the ones defending. Now we're the ones trying to stop them from winning rather than trying to win ourselves. It would have delayed that, and they would have had that opportunity themselves. Alright, now next Dragon's up in 1 second. Up right now, and EDM are positioned very appropriately. Shaco's topside split pushing. It looks like they might end up actually conceding this one, you guys. Baiko now on a killing spree. Looks like he popped the ultimate, got over the edge, and secured a kill onto the Ezreal solo, you guys. Well done. I didn't see that, but I don't necessarily think it's worth seeing. First Dragon of the game. I'm surprised that Line My Pockets ended up conceding that, but as you can see, Pockets is making that split push Shaco known. Rampage now for the Ahri, you guys. Boyko killing it. We got to watch this one because it's his Rampage kill. So Tender ends up getting caught. Should have known. Should have known after the kill from Baiko. They knew the Dragon was being taken. He gets the tower down, but he sacrifices his life for it. Boyko now 4-0-3. That's a Rampage, ladies and gentlemen. And teleport up top side. Pockets trying to take down this tower. This split pushing Shaco is going to be a menace here, you guys. That's most likely why they started it. Nice ultimate from Aaron Dez. Gets Pockets low. Right as soon as he takes damage, Pockets picks up the aggro. Alright, so Siren says, that is not how Dragon buffs roll, though. The first buff is a lot of late game damage. The second buff is pushing the third buff. The second buff is pushing, the third buff is kiting, fourth buff is siege, and fifth buff is fifth buff is game ender. Alright, so why did Line My Pockets put so little pressure, put so little priority on that Dragon? They definitely could have brought Pockets down into the Dragon pit and contested that one. Why did they not decide not to do it? Pockets didn't even get a tower down, and I guess it's because they wanted to initiate the Shaco split push, and they did end up getting a tower for themselves, but they had to survive it. So right now, it seemed as though Line My Pockets were looking to trade out that Dragon for a couple of things, but they didn't end up getting half of them. Matter of fact, they were punished for one of them, so they didn't end up getting the reward they were looking for, and that puts EDM on top here. Gold still in favor of Line My Pockets, though, mind you guys. That means until a team takes third Dragon and is not full builds, Dragons are near pointless. Interesting. So does that mean you think that there is enough time in this game for EDM to come back and secure 3 Dragons because of something like what just happened between Line My Pockets and EDM, where Line My Pockets, surprisingly enough, put very little priority on the Dragons? Because he wanted to split put at the moment he has a Shaco and he has passed mid-game. A team fight is not optimal for blue side, especially when they are behind. Okay? So that makes sense. So they wanted to initiate this Shaco split push and get a bottom lane turret. So that definitely was, that actually was not a Dragon that they should have been going for. So they made the correct decision there, you're saying. Interesting. Very interesting. So now I have another question for you, Siren. Where does Bard come into play in all of this? Where is Bard in this whole thing? Is he just going to be making engages? You know, is he going to be the one kind of, you know, starting team fights for his squad? It's tough to say, man. Pocket's still split pushing, but he is being dealt with by 2 enemy members. Boyko forced out an ultimate here, while Pockets is making his way in and around the enemy team. But they have the split here. They should be able to find him. Ping just went down. They might see him. Actually, it was a blue side ping. They're not going to find him, but there is a team fight nonetheless. Pockets is not here. He just went back. Frequently Paul wants to make his way out, but he's not going to find it. Now Rock Dwell, the only one left, and EDM pick up another kill for themselves. I don't think that's going to be too much of a... I think that was just a kill that... ooh, solo kill for... Where was that? Captain Dada. They traded out. I didn't even see where that one happened. Where was it? Where was it? Ooh. They're fighting by the top lane tower. Tender, he's split pushing bottom lane. Captain Dada tries to make the play. Nice ultimate. Look at that kite, you guys. They trade out 1 for 1. Beautiful play. We gotta watch that in slow motion, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. I love 1v1s, especially with this really cool skin. Watch Captain Dada make this play here. Flashes backwards, pop the ulti, and kites back, dealing damage. Look at what an awesome scene, you guys. What an awesome scene. And the whole time, I'm So Tender is getting that much closer to Captain Dada. Finally, no, doesn't even end up getting the hit. Finally gets his combo off, but so does Dada. That was awesome. That was awesome. A lazy name. Somehow I randomly own Pool Party Leona. That makes me proud because Pool Party Leona is my single favorite skin in the entire game. That is my #1 favorite skin in the whole game, Pool Party Leona. I love it. Bard doesn't fall off anymore. With Zeke's being his mid-game item, he has no weak point with the damage bonus he brings at that time. Ah, interesting. Interesting. So, I mean, but that's... I don't think that necessarily answers my question, though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. EDM has late game. Shaco did not get super ahead, so EDM can still deal with split push by pushing Gnar top. Uh-oh, pockets. Nice jump onto Boyko. Ultimate used by Miso Dam just to disengage. Boyko does not go down to the ultimate from the Ezreal. Looks like a team fight has started. Everything being used by Red Team just to keep Line My Pockets off of them. They're dealing great damage. Flash from Arendez into the Bard ultimate, but we're seeing Creative Light come in just at the right time. They pick up a counter kill. Will they continue this fight? It's tough to say with Arendez not having his, whatchamacallit, his Mega Gnar available. It doesn't look like they're going to start that fight. Bard falls off a bit mid-game and recovers in near 3 to 4 times after he falls off again until super late game when he has enough damage, chimes to deal decent damage. Look at items. So Siren, what do you mean look at items? What about the items determines, what about the itemization right now determines that Bard is in fact going to fall off mid-game? Is it the Trinity Force? I mean, is that what it's all about? I mean, so you're saying that, oh, he hasn't even built the Zeke's Herald. So that's what it is. He hasn't even built the Zeke's Herald here. He went to the Aegis instead. And this makes sense because Ezreal is not a crit-oriented champion. Ezreal's not about that consistent damage, that hyper carry. Ezreal's about the poke, and that's what Ezreal's building into here. So that's not surprising. So Bard will fall off mid-game, is what you're saying. Split push continued topside by the Wukong, ends up securing another tower, 4 Line My Pockets, walled both teams, posture and dance around the Dragon Pit. Both top laners with teleport, so this could be a team fight, you guys. Arendez building up his Narbar, waiting for the teleport potential. It looks like the Dragon might go uncontested here. The ultimate dropped by the Bard. Creative One does make his way out alive, and it looks like they're not going to continue this. Teleports in from both top laners. They both come in at exactly the same time. No stun for the Bard. Great ultimate from So Tender. Flashes in, picks up a solo kill for himself. That's the first. Pockets now left low. He goes down. Dragon secured by Team EDM, but both teams trading out in kills. I'm going to have to see at the end of the team fight who came out on top. 1 kill for EDM, 4 for Line My Pockets. But EDM did secure the Dragon, make that an ace, a clean sweep ace, 5 for 1 in favor of Line My Pockets. They got the better jump there, and EDM weren't quite able to make their way out. I'm surprised by that because Line My Pockets weren't really in the Dragon Pit. They weren't even really in or around the Dragon waiting for that. And that's a huge play for EDM not to be able to trade out there because now, with all members of EDM down, it looks like it's going to be a Dragon and a Baron for Line My Pockets. A big play, you guys. A big play. This has been a recurring theme for Team EDM in the past few matches of theirs. They play incredibly well. They trade out very evenly for most of the match, and then one thing goes wrong. They make one mistake, and they lose a Baron, or they lose a team fight and get aced. It happened to them many, many a times now. Miso Dam, he's back in. He wants to find something, but the Baron will be stolen by Miso Dam. He gets it with the Q, pops the ultimate. His team is coming back in. Line My Pockets are absolutely kicking themselves in the tails after that. Now I'm So Tender is going to fall. EDF making their way back in. Miso Dam jumps in. A beautiful Q for the steal. Miso Dam, he's the highlight of this game, you guys. Oh my god. We thought it was going to be a free dragon, but it looks like Line My Pockets. As you can see, a couple of them went back. They thought it was going to be free. They thought there was no contestation here, but their members are getting taken down very low. Watch Miso Dam. Watch Miso Dam. Oh my god. He does it, you guys. He does it. Make sure you watch the health of the Baron as well. They get it so low, but look at this. I'm so tender. What's he doing? Why did he not get this? Miso Dam walks in. 46, 2 health from I'm so tender. He thought he got it, but Miso Dam secures it. It's so awesome, you guys. So awesome. YOLO, baby. YOLO. And then, of course, EDM follow up to secure their own kills. They counter up, and they even up the gold lead just about, you guys. And now they're going to be stealing some stuff in the enemy team. Pockets, he's in danger here. The Q did not go far enough, but Creative One couldn't really tell where he was going, so not surprised that he got away. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my god. The Baron steal, the bloodthirsty support, the greatest Baron steal of all time. Now EDM are pushing down the mid lane. They've secured the first inner tower. They will get an inhibitor as well. 38 seconds left on Rock the Well, 8 on I'm So Tender. Will EDM push to win the game here? Pocket's going to be forced to come back. Bojangles, he's taunted. He's dropped. Another death timer started. EDM may win the game outright. Frequently Paul is back. No ultimate available. Nice stun. I'm So Tender's up very low. Pockets also gets chunked down. This is not a great position for a Shaco to be in. This is a very advantageous position for Team EDM. They've got both Nexus turrets down. Can they push for the win? 3 members of Line My Pockets are dead. Now Pockets, he's left too low, and that will be the game off the clutch Baron steal from Miso Dam, team captain of Line My Pockets. They push for an outright victory 33 minutes in. Congratulations to them. An epic play. An absolutely epic play and a really nice series of events for EDM, man. Congratulations, Aaron Dez, Creative One, Boyko, Captain Dada, and Miso Dam. That was a really good game, you guys. And I gotta give a shout out to Line My Pockets as well. These guys came in. They showed just about as much strength as they did back in the day. But you know what? They didn't look as good, man. They didn't look as dominant as they did in the preseason. Okay, now there's 2 things to contribute to that. Not only have they haven't played with us in a long time, so they have much less knowledge now of the teams that they're playing than they did back in, a couple of months ago with the preseason. But also, the teams that are now playing in the tournament series, they're a lot better than the teams that were playing back in the day, you guys. We used to have teams that were built up with silver players and bronze players, now average platinum. Line My Pockets, they have a good bit of work ahead of them if they want to be able to secure more victories here in the scrims as well as the tournament series. And keep in mind that the #1 seeded, in my opinion, team Serpentis Esports they weren't even playing tonight. So Line My Pockets, they just lost to EDM, and EDM lost to Serpentis. So keep, the logic is there, you guys. Line My Pockets, they have a good bit of work to do, but I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing them in the tournament series. I hope that Pockets' schedule doesn't keep him from playing with us. Once again, well played, and GG, congratulations to Team EDM. They win this Draft Labs Rift